All right. So, what do you guys want to be doing while you are on your way tracking the twins?
I am hiding all of our tracks except for
Aware rat sign.
yeah, except for the beware rats sign.
Right. Okay.
There's signs, multiple. We're literally giving them a trail. I love this. If what would you guys like me to do? I can keep an eye out for trouble, or I can help Eldith. I feel like I would be more of a burden to Eldith, but also I'm more than happy to stay up front with her since she's going to be tracking and stuff. You know. Who's got the Hummer thingy?
That'd be probably
Okay.
Matt.
So, and then, well, up to you guys. What would you? I'm okay with chilling up there with Eldith and doing some tracking. But you guys got to call for me if there's trouble back here. I'll come a barreling back. How's that sound, Dan? You call for trouble.
You're muted, Carpe.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'd say either help her out with that or keep your eye out for trouble. Because I think you can either help her with tracking or keep your eye out for trouble.
Okay. Then yeah, Dan, why don't you keep an eye out for trouble and holla holla bills, y'all, when
I thought he was mapping.
Dan, you're muted.
Oh, you're muted, Matt. Yeah.
Yep, he's muted.
I can look out for trouble. It's more convenient. But I thought we wanted maps, so there was that,
Can he look out for trouble while drawing his map? Because
No,
he
he's
is going
gotta-
to be looking around.
He's got to do one or the other.
Okay.
Can I do one while my familiar does the other?
Yes.
Um.
I will let that
Then my
happen.
familiar should be looking for trouble.
Okay.
All right.
Cheeky bastard. All right, and I'll help. I'll help Eldith.
All right. So.
And I'm prepared for for me to just go barreling back and help it.
All right. So for helping Eldith, all right, you're actually not going to suffer the red herring misguide. I'm just gonna let you guys automatically pass. There's a place, right, where obviously there's a little confusion, like when you hit a small creek, right? Where do the tracks go? Because you're helping Eldith, you'll pick up the right trail after that. Dan, because you are mapping, all right. This is gonna sound fucking obvious, but I'm telling you this very clearly so you will remember later. You have a map of this part of the journey. All right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use that "this is going to be important later" voice again so you will remember. You have a map of this part of the journey.
All right.
So write that down.
Yeah.
And,
not on the map of this part of the
Right.
journey.
And Glossy, what are you doing?
I am using ideally stealth to disguise our tracks and everything.
All right, so that only the rest of your traveling companions will know where the fuck you went.
Right.
All right, so this will take a total of 10 hours for you guys to track. I'm telling you the specific number of hours because I know there are people with ticking clocks on those madnesses that they rolled or that were rolled for them.
Hey, I'm not insane anymore, so there's that.
Well,
Yeah.
not
I got
in
that.
any way that's being
Fighters-
inflicted upon you by the GM. at
Fighters
least.
got fighter tremors, so I'm counting down the minutes.
All right. Now, at some point in those 10 hours, all right, so we're going to say this is like hour number... hour number 8. All right. At hour number 8, you guys will be moving along through the Underdark, and the zone of the Underdark that you find yourself in is exceedingly illuminated by glowing mushrooms of all kinds.
Wait,
Bright-
these are mushrooms? I thought these were like crystals.
There are crystals, there are mushrooms, there are natural light sources to be found all over the place, which in fact means that you are not going to be suffering too many predators, all right? And along the way, because along the way as you're going along, there will be a couple of snafus with like smaller like Venus flytrap plants that are way too big, right? Somebody stepping in one of those and taking like 2 points of damage or whatever, and not a big deal stuff, right? That said, by the time you actually get here, this is about 8 hours in your 10-hour search. You finally find Turvy. All right, Turvy. Well, you think it's Turvy. Might be Topsy. You can never quite tell.
Shit.
Right.
It's one of them.
Turvy is actually stuck under a pile of rocks. Right. And is Go ahead.
I'm gonna immediately go and start pulling rocks off of him. Oh my, or her, whoever it is.
Me
By
too.
the way, Grant, I just rolled my portent dice. I got a 19 and a 10.
A 19 and a 10. All right.
Yeah.
So Topsy or Turvy, one of the twins, is currently stuck under this pile of rocks. And you guys are gonna go ahead and roll me a because this is a delicate situation. All right. There's piles of rocks, and moving the wrong rocks could cause more rocks. So who's gonna be leading the charge on making this happen?
Some dwarf with stone cunning.
Yeah, some dwarf with stone cunning. However, some dwarf with stone cunning got that disadvantage. So,
I'm actually gonna say I'm going to say that because of your stone cunning, it's going to cancel that disadvantage. If you didn't have that tremors, you would have gotten advantage.
Oh, okay, but I got normal shit. Strength or dexterity? What are we looking at here?
I'm going to call it strength.
Okay.
I'm gonna help. I'm pretty strong.
All right. I'll tell you what. If you get over a 10, your help will bump her into succeeding.
Okay. I'll help too, actually. I'll do the aiding and other thing.
Oh shit, Carpe.
I can do that.
Damn, son.
Where is...
I'm
Yeah.
moving the heavier ones. I'm directing them to move the smaller ones.
All right.
Let's do this.
I don't think I'm that much weaker than you.
I got a 13.
All right. So as you guys are like you're pulling off, and there is a lot of cursing in a lot of Gnomish. Glossy, you being the only one here who speaks Gnomish. There are vulgarities, the likes of which in here you haven't heard since you were murdering Cthulian cultists. It is some vile, vulgar shit spewing out of this gnome's mouth, right? Like, and as you're digging, right, and you're lifting. So
you should clean that mouth out.
So you're digging,
we
you're
got
moving the
some
rocks, right?
soapstone around here.
And you put your hand on one of the rocks, and you're gonna pull it out of the way, right? But what happens instead of being like this, right, is and you yank your hand back, and like there's a seared burn across your hand, right? And you look, and there is a natural vein of silver in the rock.
Woohoo!
Katana, you're gonna have to get this one.
Okay, as I look at him and I'm like, yeah, you didn't get bit, buddy.
She's gonna turn that rock into a garrote.
How big is the rock? Quick question, how big is the rock? Would it fit in a,
You may opt to carry it with yourself. However, if you do so, you will be encumbered.
Yeah, that. Yeah. I was gonna say, does it fit in a small belt pouch or a small leather purse? Because if it doesn't, I don't fucking want it.
It's
Don't forget
bigger
you got
than
those
this
pillowcases.
thing.
Hey, though, if we can just make a fire, you can smelt the silver right out.
Yeah, that'll
That's
take.
not how that.
That'll take so little time it won't stop us from saving Turvy.
That's
Oh yeah, that'd be
not
fine.
even a thing. So we're throwing that over there. I'm gonna just look at Glossy like, yeah, you didn't get bit.
I never said I didn't get bit. I just said that people get better.
Dan, you're helping dig these
Dan's
rocks
like,
out.
I
Right?
feel fine.
Great.
Matter of fact, Katana, because Dan is helping, right? You'll see, like, he's putting his hand on silver veins. He's fine.
Okay, he's fine, but okay. I have a legitimate question. I'm used to mages of the cloth type not being very strong. How fast is he moving some of these bigger rocks?
He's in pretty good shape for a valedictorian of a wizard school.
I've been working out. It's all the slave labor. Really.
Because I distinctly remember somebody not being able to hit the broadside of a barn before we got down here into the Underdark.
But
And
you know
now
what?
you're-
About.
He has been, like, you guys have been traveling down here for like a week or so at this rate, and he's been down here, like, all the slave labor you guys got put through for like a week or two. Like, he could just be toughening up. Like, that's not the kind of thing you have to study for, right?
How often have you even seen me use my magic down here?
Suspicious.
Like legit.
Wait a
he
minute.
is definitely like if you could put a sword in his hand, he might actually be able to do some damage with it. For
Not
a wizard,
bad. All
for
right,
a
maybe I
dress
can-
wearer, he's
And
doing.
that's why I'm thinking, like, how is he getting stronger? And could he actually be trained to use a weapon? Because maybe that would be nice for him, because he keeps dying.
Damn,
So he
it's like,
definitely,
are you
I'm
checking out my guns?
that like yeah no he's actually got physical it's not an unnatural strength. Like he's starting to build up. Like he's got some bulk on him
Okay.
now, right?
Okay.
Um,
I'm not checking out your guns there, hun. Keep dreaming.
That's okay. I'm saving them for Asha. or
Asha,
magic.
yeah, right.
He's
All
saving
right,
them for Asha.
so-
We all know it.
Yeah,
Or
so
magic.
lucky
So finally, you guys will get you'll get a Turvy like free of these rocks, right? And Turvy will yank his leg up, right? And you know it's Turvy because the first thing out of his fucking mouth makes no sense, and he immediately turns and just says topsy 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 as he starts heading deeper in.
Okay, he starts and he's looking. How's he looking? He's
One of
looking
his-
pretty beat up.
He's actually walking like okay. So this is how a foot is supposed to go, like this,
Okay,
right?
oh god, don't do the
His
no.
is
Okay,
like
I get it. I
this,
get it.
right? Like,
I get it.
and he's
Do it.
walking on his ankle.
And he's actually just
Topsy,
walking on it.
topsy,
Like he's just
topsy,
okay. Wow.
Like, and it occurs to you, he's not actually losing his mind. He's motivating himself to fight through the pain.
Hey, can you throw him some dicks, Glossy?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just like a whole
Definitely.
bag full of them, if you please.
Can you please?
Yeah. I could use my dick on him.
I did it. I got him. I got him.
Yeah, you really did. His face. I love when those faces come out. That's my favorite grand face.
Grubby motherfucker.
Yeah.
For those of you
Apparently, I just
tuning in
can't
at
use
home-
my dick except in battle.
This is the first time a lot of people are seeing DX for the first time.
Yeah.
That is the healing word for this group. The healing
of
word is
course, yeah.
actually DX. DX,
Yes,
not dick.
it's DX.
DX.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to get the pronunciation right, or else it doesn't work.
Exactly. So,
Okay, I have a legitimate question about gameplay at this point. When you consider bones broken, does healing magic mend them, or does it not? Because I know there are certain campaigns where broken bones doesn't get you know how that works.
if you lose a limb, you're not going to grow it back.
But because it's okay.
I will say in this case, because like in this instance, it'll heal up the limb. But he's using it on a were-rat that has natural regeneration.
I know, but it's really unnerving to me, and it needs to be fixed. Okay, that's really what it is. Is that
So
Katana
in this
slightly
circumstance,
elite,
that
this is
bone
not
will
okay.
heal. However, that
This
might
is-
not be the case
this
in a
is-
future circumstance that is different, right? Like there may be points in the campaign where a broken bone won't heal with a healing wound. In this case, because he's using it on a lycanthrope, I'll let it fly.
Okay.
Hey, Katana, you look a little weirded out. If you want, I could reset it.
Like I look like I'm about to fucking hurl. Seriously.
I could
Like-
reset it, but it's going to be really loud.
I don't understand. You're comfortable with putting axes in people's heads.
Okay, but
This squeaks
axes
you
are
out.
cleaving in blood and flesh, not walking on broken bone. It's weird. Okay, just let me have this one. Okay.
I could try and fix it. Hey, I fixed you that one time.
It's a
Right?
good thing you never
Right?
took
So
an
fix him. La 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 la
Okay.
la la la. If you're gonna say it's gonna make noise,
It's a good thing you never took an anatomy class at Pam.
Ooh.
it is.
All right.
It is.
So like, okay, so here's what goes down, right? Like la 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 is going on, and Turvy is just not. He doesn't give a shit. Like, yeah, you guys rescued him. There's not even so much as a thank you out of his mouth,
Glossy tackles him. And
right? Not even so much a thank you out of his mouth, and like, so Glossy, you like kind of get up behind him, right? Like, and you're like,
Okay.
right? And so you make a grab at him, right? And like,
oh
to
yeah,
set
you
his,
shouldn't have rolled for that. You should have just crit.
No, he spent his crit on the on the stealth check to hide so the
Oh,
drow
that's
can't
right, yes.
catch you guys going off course here.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
Which is really
so
valuable.
You grab the ankle, right, to set it, and the first thing that happens is like there is an instinctive hissing, and he whirls around with his fingernails out of instinct, right? Toxic! And you're like, what? And he like starts to scramble away, and as he's scrambling away, you grab it, and you snap it, and just at that like pop, and the bone goes right in, and then the were-rat and the spell will finish their magic, and it'll all like heal around, right? And he's like, thank you, and turns around and scrambles to his feet and starts hauling ass.
Hey, we understood that one.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Let's go. Let's follow him.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was following.
All right,
and
so
scribbling away furiously. And keep up with the
Dan is like, oh shit, now we're running.
power draw while power walk. Got it.
So eventually, you guys will come upon. Like Eldith will be tracking at this point. Like she's stopped tracking because she's gonna follow the were-rat's nose.
Right?
Turvy just knows where she went, and so
What's the
Eldith
point?
like looks at you and is like, Glossy.
Are you kidding me? I've got the axes out, and we're like, let's go. Let's see what the hell's going on up here.
Glossy.
Yes.
Turvy is hauling ass. You're probably the most equipped to keep up because you're starting to find yourself a little more
Were-rat.
like nimble as you're moving along, right? Your muscles are twitching in ways that you didn't train them to, but it's keeping you on balance and it's keeping your momentum moving forward, right?
I don't know.
It's
Dan's
actually
feeling
it's
pretty
really
good.
comfortable. Like you could probably walk along like a fence like this, right? And as you're moving along, you start to notice that you just know where Turvy went when he ducks out of sight to go around a corner. You don't panic like, oh shit, where is he? You know where he is, and so him being visually revealed to you as you come around the corner is just like you don't even register it because you knew exactly where he was.
Well, yeah, he went around the corner.
Yeah.
Duh.
No, but like the exact position he is standing, you can feel it.
Rat Pack.
Do I like Turvy? No.
Possibly.
Okay, stop thinking with your dick and start thinking with your nose.
Somebody add quote the
that?
shit out of that right now. Stop thinking with your dick. Start thinking with your nose.
With your nose.
All right.
How is that better?
So you're gonna haul ass, and you will eventually stumble across, you will find yourself, Turvy is just, he starts, there's a huge pile of rocks, right? And he's not stopping because there are silver veins in the boulders this time. He's fucking screaming and cursing as he's just, frantically yanking rocks out of this blockade. And the others will come around and catch up as he's fucking, ah! Ah!
If I see him picking up silver ones, if I have time, I'll knock them out of his hand and shit and try to actually be like, dude, seriously, I got the silver ones.
All right.
I got the silver ones.
Yeah, I'll help
Can't touch them.
move those along as well.
Basically, my way of saying I don't give a fuck that you're a
Can't touch
were-rat, and
those.
I'm really disappointed that you assholes ran off.
Right.
Seriously, I don't give a fuck that you're a were-rat. Please just stay with the party. I handled it. Did you not see? I handled you guys.
Yeah, by choking them out.
Hey, she didn't kill anybody.
I didn't kill them. That was the notable thing. I didn't kill them.
Eldith will also start helping out. And what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to roll me a DC 20 dexterity check.
Dexterity.
What am I saying?
Plutofairy, roll me twice, once for you and once for Eldith.
Look at my face.
Oh.
I'm not.
I got
I'm
a
not.
6.
So hold
I
on. Where's
was-
my character sheet? D20.
I was doing pretty good. No, I'm not so sure.
Dexterity for me. Ooh.
Oh.
And okay. I
That's
don't.
not good.
Okay, how do I roll just a plain? How do I roll just plain D20? Just slash roll D20 and I'll roll 2.
Slash roll 1d20 or slash roll 2d20.
1D20. Okay. 2D20. 2D20. Yeah, we'll do 2D20.
Also, rather than rolling the dexterity save, you can just click on the name of the ability on the far left side of the sheet. So, for a dexterity check, you can just click on where it says dexterity.
Oh,
Right, but I
okay,
have
look at
bonuses, and I don't know what her bonuses are. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
for
great.
now, I'm using a clone of your sheet.
that.
I
No,
meant
got it.
because you used
Oh.
the dexterity save instead of a
Oh
dexterity.
well then let me just re-roll dexterity if that's okay.
Yeah, go
And I'll
ahead.
just-
You
this will be
botched
Eldith.
yours.
Yeah, I botched mine. Eldith, I did not make hers either.
Okay, so
You just
Dan is
rolled
the
another
only one
dexterity
who
save.
made it. All right, so
I
as
actually, well, hang on. I rolled a dexterity save first because I didn't know that I could roll straight dexterity. My original roll was a 6.
I'll give Dan this because I like how this is going. Okay, so
Right.
so Dan.
I just wanted to make sure that was a conscious decision on your
Yes,
end.
that is.
You're
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty. As a matter of fact, for your honesty, I will award you 1 beat.
Ooh.
I will immediately blow it to save
Because I'm
someone's life.
about to use it because of my botch.
All right.
Whoops, I just dropped this silver rock on Topsy's head.
All right, so you're digging and suddenly this whole flat this whole cave floor with all the collapses underneath you. Dan, you manage to feel underneath your foot the crack, and something about I don't want to fall again shoots through your system, and you jump back like out of camera by reflex. And goodbye, Matt. Right, and you shoot back. You shoot back through the air right as this fissure breaks through in the stone beneath you, and the others, it's too late. Everybody else, you realize all too late what's happening, and you're looking at Dan, who's like making a swing to try and grab one person. Dan, if you spend a beat, I will let you save one person of your choice from the fall. If you spend a beat, you will save one person of your choice from the fall, other than Katana, who botched.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I don't think he gets I don't think he can save me.
This is rough. I kind of feel like putting this up to a vote for the audience.
Ooh, I like that idea.
All right, so I'll run that. Let's see who you do want to spend the beat to save somebody, though, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go with.
Damn, that cat is big.
Yeah, this is Mal Mal.
Yeah.
You guys have never seen Mal Mal because he's so angry. Look at this angry old man right here.
Oh my gosh, he is. He's like a mountain lion on
So
steroids.
fluffy too. He's my favorite. He's adorable.
Glossy.
He's a big ass cat.
Eldith.
Oh yeah, Stool is with us.
Turvy.
I have to save it.
Or Stool. I'm gonna give us 60 seconds here. All right.
Yeah, I don't think this is even going to be close.
All right. Get your votes in. The audience now gets to decide which of these NPCs does not suffer the ill effects of this fall.
Yep.
Look
Yep.
at him go. Look at it go. 45 seconds, boys and girls. Nice cat butt.
Cat butt for days.
Cat butt for days.
Put your tail down, Mal.
It is currently unanimous. It is currently unanimously Stool.
None of the rest of us had a chance.
None. Good luck, Glossy. Good luck.
Yeah.
You grab Stool. Oh, bless your heart.
Yep.
Bless
Yep.
your heart. Katana notices this.
Yep.
He still has a
Give him
soul.
hug earlier.
He still has a soul.
So Dan loves stool. All right. I've got this.
Hashtag duel.
Or Stan.
Hashtag Stan. Stan. All right.
It's a normal person's name.
Yep.
Fantastic. So I'll just reach out and be like, "Ah!"
All right, so like Dan, as you're jumping, right, like Katana is already falling. Like she was in the middle of slipping on a pebble before the fissure hit, so she's already going. There's no saving Katana. She's out.
she's going down, fingers out. Drop me, bitch.
Somebody GIF that. If I don't get a GIF of that made soon, I want my mods to highlight that specific moment.
I don't go down without a fight.
All right.
That's how Katana goes.
So Katana's going down slipping. Glossy, you're scrambling as the floor starts to collapse, right? And it starts to like sink in on one end. You're trying to climb up, right? And you're scrambling faster than your little hands have ever been able. You're leaving claw marks in the dirt. Right, it's just not happening, and you are slowly sinking into whatever abyss awaits you beneath the floor here. And Dan, you make a snatching motion trying to grab Katana. Nope, doesn't work. You're still there. You make another quick snag at the mushroom, and Stool reaches out and catches your hand, right? And you yank him in, and you fall back, and you hit your back, right? And you can almost hear the splash as you hit the dry dirt.
Oh, that's dreamy.
All right. And then, you feel your back feels wet. Actually.
Did you wet yourself?
What's
Saying that
wetting
to stool.
yourself?
It's when you leak liquids out of an orifice.
I only do that when I'm angry.
Well,
You almost made me
I can do
choke.
this. No, I can't. I can't.
I only do that when I'm angry.
It's true. Myconids have a poison that they secrete.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like whenever he's under attack and he's angry, it's a defensive attack, but instead you're talking about rage spaces.
All right.
Welcome
All right.
to that term.
All right. So,
ow!
I'm angry.
all right. So there you are. Like you're staring at Stool. Like what? That was not the response you expected, right? Not at all what you expected. And you you sit up and you look over the chasm that has just opened up in front of you, right?
That's
and
not
there is
good,
an
is it?
there is an inky black darkness, right? And for like it's smoke and it's
I'm gonna look
swirling.
at the stool and be like, "What do you think the odds are that a giant eye opens up right about now?"
Nothing of the sort seems to happen.
Okay, good. Dreams don't come true.
And Stool will. What's a dream?
Oh, it's like a melding, but when you do it by yourself, well, you can do it with other people too. Like when you melding with me, that's a dream for me.
Oh. Okay. And for once, Stool, his curiosity satisfied, will simply hug your neck and sniffle.
Yes, it's okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna save them. And I'm gonna shout down. Well, yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, I guess I'm gonna wait for a message or something to come from down below because I don't want to shout and attract attention.
All right, so I'm giving my computer a chance to load stuff up here. All right, we're gonna have this is gonna be a break, all right? But I need to set some stuff up behind the scenes because I wasn't expecting it to lock up like this. So take it away. This is gonna be audience interaction. We're gonna Q&A moment.
Ooh,
Hold on,
okay.
GM needs a
I
moment.
like
Prep.
Q&A.
All right.
What do you think is in the abyss? I think there's stuff I gotta wrestle down here.
Dan
More
experienced the
rocks?
Stool's first wet meld.
We already had that. That was what the meld was that started this session.
God damn it, you guys.
There was water everywhere.
What did I do this time?
Oh man.
That apparently I
But,
should not have drank.
So okay, so it's interesting that the Stool, who's like, "Oh my God, you drank," is like totally stuck with you, and he's like, "Okay." I wonder if he's like being quiet because he doesn't necessarily trust you anymore.
Well, I
or if
don't
he's
know
just-
why not. Like, look, I had to drink the water.
I don't know. It apparently was bad.
It didn't feel that bad. It actually felt kind of nice if you think like it was refreshing. I stopped that itch. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Okay, so Lady Amaranth, Katana, do you like any of the guys in the party for reals? The biggest thing is that I've mentioned about my character is that I don't think my character's focus is on romance or attraction or even sex, honestly, because she's just trying to get out of the Underdark. Who knows? Maybe once if Katana gets out of the Underdark, she'll have time for that. But I think it's more of a like priority. She's pushed it back so far to her brain that she isn't even thinking about it.
She's like a superhero when they're still
My-
paranoid about their super identity affecting their loved ones.
My impression
Before
was
they
that
settle
he was
into
asking if you actually like any of them.
If I actually liked. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like if yeah, okay.
Dan's
I mean,
kind of a moron, and Glossy is annoying as hell most of the time.
in her own way, Katana does like everybody. If you can't tell, she tries to find justifications for everybody's actions because her actions need to be justified. Like her actions needed to be back when she did her
Shut up,
whole
Zang.
shit. So I feel like she'll make excuses for everybody. She'll try to save everybody because that's all she can do, if that makes sense. But I wouldn't like. Here's the thing: is that's why I'm kind of having fun playing with like the miscommunication because like other people are thinking about it and Katana isn't. So it's like it isn't even when she communicates with people, it isn't even there, and so it's this whole miscommunication thing. And who knows? Maybe something will happen. Something could totally happen. But if Katana really sat down out of the Underdark, thought about it.
Probably not.
Well, I don't think
Why
Ron,
settle for just one of them?
like it legitimately thinking from the character's perspective. Darendil, possibly. If he can get out of his Quaggoth form. It's not going to happen in the Quaggoth form. That's too weird. Maybe,
Yeah.
Katana ain't discriminatory. Dan is too odd. I have no issues with Dan. Like I literally don't. My character just knows, okay, you're doing some weird shit over here, but everybody's got their reasons, so okay. But I don't love
It's
you.
cool.
But
No,
I don't
it's
dislike you. I like you.
Dan,
You're
reciprocates those lacks of feelings completely.
I think Glossy is too silly, and therefore would probably Glossy's silly to her. He's a silly little gnome, and I love that because it's the lightheartedness of it. But I don't know if she would. I'd say Darendil, dude, Braun, straight up, Braun. That's who.
Oh, yeah.
That's who Katana's all about.
Who's Braun?
Braun is the guy who's the fanboy of axe spinners that we met in the merchant party.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Braun is effectively a fangirl when it comes to the X-Men.
Although she has some issues of her own to get over with that. Braun.
Yep.
Not that, and I want to make sure that it's clear that it's not that she doesn't like these people because they're odd. It's that I don't know if she would necessarily pursue a romantic interest, but she still likes everybody. I have literally no issues with anybody in the party. I'm trying to protect them all because, in my eyes, they haven't done anything wrong. So
I wonder what is it that would cross. What action would have to happen? What kind of action would have to happen? Category of action would have to happen to cross that line so that there would actually be.
honestly, I don't know what it would be with Katana. It would possibly further than Brothers in Arms, maybe saving her life. If that.
No, I mean like to break the relationship.
To break the relationship. Hurting her or her team. Oh, Kitty, hurting her and her teammates in some way. In all honesty, that's how you get on her bad side. Fucking around with my friends. Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense.
So like Asha, if I found out about Asha fucking with you, I would have an issue with Asha.
I have been forgetting to mention that, haven't I?
We have no. The character has no idea. Obviously, player does, but character.
I totally forgot that no one else in the party knows about Asha.
So this might
Dan
take
has
a,
not
this might
fucked
take a
over
little
the
bit for you
party
guys'
yet,
computers to
Zangmac.
load.
No worries. Dan has not fucked over the party yet.
That's true.
Has
I
not.
haven't. I've been pretty good about that.
Everything that he's done that has fucked things up has been an accident. If or at least as in Katana's mind is an accident. So it's not. He's just a clumsy mage stuck in the Underdark. What the hell? What are you? How? What?
Not to mention, it's mostly affected
Like-
him.
Like I know why I'm here.
All right. So for those of you who actually want to see, like, your token should be in place. All right. You should. I'm gonna double check and make sure I don't have any extra Eldiths like lying around because I was using Eldith's token to build this dungeon a while ago.
Oh, that's cool. So Glossy doesn't have and that's what I figure Glossy is. But like, I would see Glossy and Katana feeling like brother sister relationship, where like we protect each other. You know,
Yeah,
I went absolutely bonkers when that Vrock came up and killed you guys. I tackled a fucking Vrock for you.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Like,
Yo, way to question your loyalty, you ingrate.
yeah. So like, and that's why I feel like I'm your protector.
No,
And I feel that I think that's
Okay.
why.
So, as Dan is looking into the inky smoke, right, and
Yes.
verifying that dreams don't come true, and explaining to to explaining to Stool what dreams are. All right, an unknown amount of time passes beneath the inky blackness. All right. When you guys' eyes open, there will be a dripping. Katana, I'm gonna start you off on this adventure at half health because you botched that fall.
Okay, I was gonna ask, how much damage? Am I dead?
I'm gonna knock you to 50%.
Am I just legitimately dead? Rounding down or up?
Down.
Okay.
Down. It was a botch.
Thank
All right,
you.
so underneath, when you guys open up your eyes, Katana will not open up her eye first. The first thing you're going to note here, Glossy, is that there is
No food?
no food, none of your
cheese.
supplies. All right, and furthermore, you should be able to see here a lot farther than you can. Your dark sight is not working right now. You close your eyes and you open and you concentrate, like you try and see the shapes and you try and see the blackness, and when you try, your vision actually like blurs, right? It blurs, and there is a wet, sopping cackle on the air.
Is the eldritch darkness back?
And
I hope that was you, Katana.
Oh God, sopping? No, that wasn't me.
Don't use that adjective for me. That ain't accurate.
No, that's not an accurate one. That's like moist.
That's
Right.
why I was hoping it was you.
It is.
Off in the distance, in the distance around you, you can see like these glowing lights. There is a pile of what look like some kind of bones and some mushrooms that are glowing. You were the first one to gain consciousness, and yes, definitely, this reminds you a lot of the.
You're my stool right now.
This reminds you a lot of the very tangible, thick darkness that you had to work your way through when you were coming up as part of the behind group, right? With the merchants that you met and dealt with. Okay, so this is a very thick and tangible thing. This darkness isn't just an absence of light. Like something occupies that space, and so that you get that kind of like same resistance walking through these shadows that you were like water. I will tell you when the darkness is going to be giving you difficult terrain, but for now it's not so thick that it does. All right. Katana has hit the ground, and there is blood seeping out of her skull that's spilling over the ground.
That's a little bit of a problem.
And you see that, and that gives you
A little
a jump.
soppy.
That gives you like a jump, and then as your eyes are like looking, processing what you're looking at, there is a rotten skeleton trapped underneath an avalanche here that you seem to have, right? And all this dust, right? And as you step back away from it, like, holy shit, a skeleton, right? Your foot kicks dust out of the way. Nobody has set foot in this place for a long time, and yet, laughing on the air there is.
Oh, fuck off with your laughter. Where's Turvy? And I actually say that out loud and possibly in Dwarven. Just fuck off with your fucking laughter.
Okay, quick question. What is actually on the skeleton? Is it just bones, like dried old bones, or is there meat on it?
There is no meat on the skeleton. It looks like it has been dead for a very long time, but there will be a silver, like a silver tattered, like the chain links are broken, and a spider necklace.
Okay.
around
Take
its
that
neck.
shit, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Silver? Fuck
Pinch
yeah, I
my,
need all the silver I can goddamn get with these people.
pinch with a little bit of my scarf,
Yep.
Stool, how
And
far does your
go over and
telepathy
hand it to Katana. Here you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I'll hold the
And-
silver for the party.
And do you need my dick?
I'm thinking I might there, bucko.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that then.
In a platonic
Yeah.
way. Give me your dick.
Okay, then I'm
Sure
gonna go
thing.
dick,
All right.
and I'm actually gonna do it as a second level spell.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
All
How
right.
much does that heal me?
That does 7.
Ooh, thank you.
Stool,
Where is Topsy Turvy? They were all here with us. Where's Topsy Turvy? Where's Dan?
Turvy.
I'm gonna
Okay.
yell up.
You don't know where Dan is.
we didn't find Turvy.
Turvy is the one that you did find.
Yeah, we were uncovering her from the second.
Right.
Or,
No, him.
No.
Topsy Topsy, you didn't actually see. You just
We were
assumed
trying
you assumed Topsy was under the rocks because Turvy was digging, right?
Yeah.
And Turvy's digging collapsed, and here you are, right? But Turvy is here. Eldith is here because she was helping. The only two figures that are missing from your party right now that shouldn't be missing are Dan and Stool.
Stool.
So-
how far does your telepathy thing
We'll get to
go?
that scene in a minute, Matt.
All right, that's fine. I can wait. I'll just keep.
So
it.
you said Topsy and Turvy are both up, or no, just Topsy?
Just Turvy. Topsy is nowhere to be seen.
Topsy
All
we
you
haven't
have is
found
Turvy.
yet.
Okay, so-
you should be able to see on the map where the tokens are. You're gonna want to scroll all the way to the bottom of the map, and then move to the right side of the map until you get it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
What?
So I'm gonna shoot a message up and see if I can catch Dan, because even Dan's better than Stool.
All right, you're gonna cast the spell. Does that take you a slot, or is that a cantrip?
That's
it's
a
a
cantrip.
All right. Dan will be out of range for that. This what 100 feet?
120.
120 feet. It's out of range. However, that range may be being interfered with. That's like magically by this stifling darkness.
Ah, damn it.
I'm only gonna wait for about 15 minutes before I start trying to get down there
All
somehow.
right. Well, let me get to. I'll get to you. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, is it actually can a Katana try to yell up to using a little bit of my intimidation to bolster my
Roll
voice?
me. Are you ready for this? Roll
She's
me
gonna scare the darkness.
Constitution with intimidation modifiers.
Okay.
Ooh.
What intimidations modifiers? Charisma.
No. Like if you're
Oh.
proficient with intimidation, then you get the +2.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and
So it's a con check
am.
with a
Totally
+2
am.
to intim.
Okay, so I'll
Because
make
you asked
Constitution
specifically to yell, and that is the skill set I'm using for that.
and then +2.
And then +2, so you get a 20. All right, so Dan. Oh, what is it that you shout, Katana? Knowing that intimidation
I'm
is a
assuming
skill you
I
chose.
noticed Dan is not here, right? I've noticed Dan and Stool are not here. I'm gonna yell, Dan, are you up there?
As soon as she yells, damn it, Katana.
And she's looking at him like,
Are
what?
you up there? All right, so
What?
now we're gonna
I'll
flap
fight
over
whatever.
to Dan. Dan is just
All right.
sitting there thinking to himself, "How far does your telepathy go?" Right?
Yeah, how far does it go?
And Stool says, "Not very far."
Oh, she's not happy.
You don't hear the shouting though.
Not very far.
Not very far.
What? What is it?
And he starts like freaking out, right? And like he's gonna start like
Like jumping all
like
over
jumping
you,
and like
man.
flailing, like this cat has just started freaking out in your lap, right? Like here's this like freaking out. No, not again. No, right? And you're gonna like holy shit, you don't want to drop the mushroom. Roll me a
Is this
reflex
from the
save.
building thing?
Ro-
What roll do you? What?
roll me a reflex save.
Okay, reflex. You mean dexterity?
Yes.
Okay, this is a dexterity save. I got a 12.
All right. Roll me 1d6 and take that much falling damage.
Okay.
With a great dwarven roar.
So like
Where-
you didn't hear shit, right? Like because to you, like it was actually masked by the sound of a drip. It was so quiet, right? But suddenly Stool's like, no! He starts freaking out. You're like, no, and like Stool starts like jumping, like trying to, and the next thing you know, like Stool's flailing has actually toppled you into the chasm, right? Like he's
Naturally.
yanking you into the chasm, right? And you will hit the ground, like trying to stop Stool from hitting the ground, right? You hit the ground next to Katana with a boom, and there's a huge cloud of dust, and you guys have no idea what the fuck this was, right? Just suddenly there's a doosh, right, and a huge cloud of dust kicks up, and as before the dust has the chance to settle, right? Like Stool will come like running out and like climbing on top of Katana again, crying.
Oh, hey, little.
Don't be scared.
Hey.
Don't be
Did my-
scared. Don't be scared.
Guys.
Don't be scared.
Oh, I'm not scared. Are you scared? What are you scared of? Why?
Guys.
What's scared?
You were
No,
scared.
I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. That was me being a jackass.
Alright.
Why are you scared?
Okay,
You were-
the blackness
scared.
just looks pitch black to me.
That's because I
Oh,
haven't
did
added
I-
your token yet.
Did my yelling scare you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little guy. And also, Dan is okay. Well, I'm glad to see you're not up
Oh.
there anymore.
Crap.
Suddenly a giant
Because
Dan
up
appears.
there is where we're supposed to be, though.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about that. So this crypt is old as balls. It's so old. There's a
Crypt
skeleton.
as old as balls.
There's a skeleton up there.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
I don't.
Crypt as old as balls.
That's pretty impressive, Matt.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah.
All right, so as the dust will settle, there will be Dan going, "Oh, that hurt."
Yes, that was not pleasant for my back. I'm gonna roll. Do I feel wet? I assume I landed on my back. So
Yeah, you landed on your back.
do I
Can
feel
I
wet
try and
again?
sleight of hand one of those bones from the skeleton?
You may totally sleight of hand one of the bones for skill. Roll it for me.
Are you gonna eat that?
I bet he is.
Okay. So the others will notice because he doesn't beat their passive perception. All right. The others will notice that there is a.
That's what Dan has. Just deadpan. Are you gonna eat that?
Not right now. Put it in my little satchel bag thing. I don't want a big one. That would be way too big. I just want like a finger bone or something.
Yeah, like piece of candy.
Yeah, like a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
So you manage to you try and sneakily take yourself a bone and it doesn't happen, right? Man, the cats are out in full force today. This is impressive.
Yep.
This one on that joke didn't pan out in my head. Shut up.
It's all over the place.
Okay, so in addition to all this, now that you guys have this whole time there's this shouting and Glossy is like shh.
And I'm gonna ready myself to insult anything that comes out and attacks anybody that I know.
I love this party. I'm gonna ready an action to insult the first thing I see.
No, not the first thing I see. The first thing that attacks one of the people I know.
All right.
Axe is out.
What the hell is going on with this stupid?
Give it your computer's gonna take a long time, Matt. What you're gonna need to do is scroll all the way down.
No, I know. I found the thing. It was the map was just getting all wiggly wobbly on me for no damn reason.
If you zoom out and zoom in, it has to reload stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Being annoying.
You guys are kind of coughing up and getting everybody seems to be alive, right? Turvey is pushing himself up and suddenly even though he was running forward, right? And bolting forward, and he was spearheading the whole charge thing, he doesn't move and he just pulls out his short sword. Right, and looks around. Dan, or Glossy.
Yeah.
It suddenly occurs to you, you can't feel Turvey right now.
And I used to be able to.
Mm-hmm. Something about this darkness is really
Fucked up.
fucking with shit.
Could I try and roll an Arcana check to see what I might know about it?
Yes, you can.
Can I as well?
Oh, goody.
There's no specific trigger for Dan to do so because Dan, as far as you're concerned, this is the same stuff as it was before. And Carpet DM, you don't have a clue.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
No, I don't.
figured maybe since it was more recent.
Can I attack the darkness? No, I don't want to.
No, none of us has magic missile. Dan.
I can.
We have a mage who does that.
It's a waste of a spell slot.
Don't ever say that again.
I don't tell you how to do your magic.
We're just going to gloss right over that completely incorrect statement. That may be your opinion, but it is certainly not fact.
We're gonna gloss over. That's great.
Gloss over.
So what do you guys do?
Axes.
I've learned not to go first. I'm gonna try and sneak another.
Let's venture into this encroaching dark. Oh damn.
I kind of want to see what will happen if I try and provoke it.
So we're under a giant I thought Katana's under the impression that who's the one that we're missing? I'm sorry, which twin
You
are we
have
missing?
Turvey. You're looking for Topsy.
Turvey. I'm under the impression that Turvey was under this pile of rocks. I'm gonna look at Topsy and say, "Hey, you don't seem too concerned about the pile of rocks."
Turvey is the one
right.
that we have. Topsy is the one we were looking for. We don't have Topsy. We do have Turvy.
Turvy,
Yeah.
you fucker.
His name is right there.
No, I can't see him. I see Glossy Katana and Dan Deinstein. That's it.
I don't even see that. I just see Dan and my bat. Oh wait, no,
I
there's
do
Katana.
not see.
And-
Oh,
and
I see a
Turvy.
T.
Yeah, this is very, very dim lighting.
I don't. I just want you to know. I do not see which one it is. Oh,
Okay, it's Turvy.
okay,
Well,
it's
I
Turvy.
can't see Eldith's name.
No, my sight bubble isn't moving with me.
I'm the worst kind of person. Okay. Ah, there we go.
Hold
need
on,
to
Dan.
back up
Stop, Dan. Stop.
All right.
Dan.
I'm just gonna put myself back where I was.
Dan, that is not where you are. I'm in the front. Okay,
Check
I
the
am up
Dan-
here.
I didn't see anything. I was just
No,
paying attention.
I was just yelling because I was trying to double click your token to give you a sight radius, but you kept moving, so I kept missing.
Okay. Well then,
Hands
I'm
off the
gonna look at
computer.
Turvy, and I'm actually Katana's gonna look at Turvy and say, "You don't want to keep digging."
I
I thought,
Turvy, like.
I'm looking for Topsy too. Don't start with me. I'm looking for Topsy too.
Does anybody know
I could have
tongues?
killed you. I'm gonna straight up like try to intimidate him into being like, I need to know. I need to know if Turvy is still in that pile of rocks, or sorry, Topsy is still in that pile of rocks.
Hey guys, do we have 10 minutes?
To what?
Because then
Okay,
I could just do comprehend languages and I can understand what the hell he's trying to say.
we don't got 10 minutes. Look at where we are.
Yeah, in the middle of the mystical darkness
he
of
kinda like-
evil.
he's
He
try-
was like a bat.
Like he's gonna point at the rocks, right? And be like, and then he's gonna point over, like in the other
Okay.
direction, deeper in it. He's gonna be like he
Okay.
doesn't know.
Okay, I just want to make sure she's still not in the pile of rocks, and I should be digging through that right now because I will dig through that to find them or her.
I wonder if I can eat the darkness.
You can't eat the darkness. Okay.
It's semi-corporeal. It's possible that you might be able to take a bite out of it.
So then,
It is apparently moist.
as long as Katana's gotten confirmation, okay, not in the, or at least to the best of Turvy's knowledge, Topsy is not
Like
in the pile of rocks.
Turvy will climb on
Let's
top
go.
of the rocks and start sniffing around, right? And then just like get up and shrug, like
Okay.
he feels so like this is the first time in forever he's ever not felt his twin being
Okay,
present,
then-
right? Like.
So we've gone out of the Underdark and into like a 7th layer of hell. So not only do we now have to get out of the Underdark, we also have a new side quest to get out of the 7th layer of hell. This is fantastic.
We could be
All
in
right.
the Underdark.
Can we tell
could
the
be in-
difference?
yeah.
Can we tell the difference between the two kinds of light? The green and the blue?
Yes, they are barely softly illuminating their.
Should we go look at the lights?
Okay,
They
I'm gonna
would at
stand
least- They at
here.
least seem to be warding off the darkness to some extent. So
Check in, looking
Alice.
this way. Look this way.
All
I
right,
guess.
you
That
see
way.
you see a large and looming silhouette of some like sinister shape, a massive. I'm talking like 15 feet tall here. Off in this, barely you can only see it because of the two different colors of light, the purple and the green there.
I send the bat.
All right, over
I-
here. You see more soft illumination, and there looks like some kind of destroyed physical object that you can barely make out in the distance.
I think we should go this way. Boop, this way.
Is the bat seeing anything?
The bat is
Oh,
yes.
hey, I found a pile of bones.
Yep. Okay. So the bat will find Dan that there is a pile of skulls of the various common races here. But there are cobwebs and there is dust and there is like this place has not been disturbed for centuries. And over here the same, right? And they are just inexplicably glowing soft colors.
Hey, guys,
This shape in the
we
middle
stay
here.
here long enough.
The shape in
Yeah.
the middle here is actually is roll me a religion check
I can do that.
upon seeing it.
Hang on. Religion. 11. Wow.
That
that's
is the form of Jubilex, one of the lords of the
Hey,
abyss.
hey, guys! I just found a new demon lord.
That is no, it's not the new one. This is
No,
the same
this-
one. This is the same one that the Grey Ooze in Velkenvir was infected with.
Hey, Hey, that's cool. Guys, I found an old demon lord.
Hmm.
Can I tell if it's his, like, is this a currently active avatar of Jubilex? His corporeal form?
If it is actually Jubilex or an avatar of Jubilex, it's sitting very still.
Yeah.
It's a statue. Don't try to pact with it, please.
It's not necessarily a statue. That's the thing. It might be a living, but it's probably hibernating right now because Jubilex doesn't need it. So, but I agree. I don't want to disturb it. I mean, but if it wakes up,
Bunk.
Yeah.
you know,
Poke it with a stick.
Katana's moving towards the
sounds like a
crypt.
terrible idea.
All right, so you're
I don't know
heading,
what's
you're
going
heading
on with that bat
At
over
first,
there.
this looks like a place where you might bury the dead. All right, but instead, what you find is Matt. Hold on to that. Hold on to the exploration so I can tell you what you see. Right. Well,
All right.
one thing at a time,
to see
folks.
if it was another passageway
Yep.
up there.
It does actually go like the bat will fly up and like report that there is actually a fork in the road up ahead past the statue. This right here looks like it's not actually a crypt. It's not hollow, right? Instead, there's some chunks blown off. It looks like whatever this fucking elf maybe, right? Question mark. Seems to have died in some kind of explosion. The char marks.
Stone
like,
cutting?
Stone cutting. Go ahead and roll me a history
Wait.
check.
Hang on. It died in an
Can I write that
explosion
down?
near some mushrooms.
Oh,
Yeah.
tits. I didn't write this down. I'm sorry. This is the one goddamn thing I didn't make a roll for. I got second win and sweeping attack and everything.
Is
Stone cutting is just a history check that you get
It's
with
just-
advantage based
Yep.
on
Okay.
if it.
it clear that
Thank you.
it was ignited
check.
mushroom gas that caused the explosion that blew
With
up?
advantage. Okay, there we go.
No, it is not
Thank
clear
God.
from what you can tell, Dan. As a matter of fact, it seems to the blast pattern, because you have experience with explosions. The blast pattern
Okay.
seems to emanate from this chunk of the rock, as if this thing itself seemed to have blown. And as far as that history check goes, this is in fact you have discovered. Roll me a madness check.
No! What's a madness check?
That's gonna be a charisma save.
Okay.
DC 10.
So there are runes on this piece of rock, right?
16, you're good. There are runes on the rock. Yes, Katana, what you have, like, you look at it, you run a finger over it, like, and look at the very fine inscriptions. This is a history book from a time before the Underdark was populated by Drow and worse. This is from a time before written records existed. This is from thousands and thousands of years ago, and it documents.
What am I doing here?
It documents the glory of Jubilex, the
Wait a minute.
faceless lord, his birth, his death, his many existences throughout all of time. It doesn't make any sense. It is you can feel it gripping at the back of your mind, and you pull away.
Dan's gonna be like, "What is it?"
I don't know what it is, but it can go fuck itself.
No?
This is we are
Could you
in
read it?
way too deep. Can I read it?
You
Question
did.
for the
You,
DM.
you,
Can
you
I
caught
read it? Can I
snippets of it, and when you were reading it, snippets, and noticed you felt that laughter in the back of your head, and it almost came out of your mouth, and you pulled away like, whoa.
Like
So-
seriously, anytime this laughter tries to fuck with me, I'm gonna tell it to fuck off. I'm actually say that out loud, like into our fuck off. Like, it's I'm just
What
so
was it?
done.
So-
I'm so done with the whole thing.
So you were able to read some of it, yeah?
Yeah, I told him like, hey, this is what I read. This is
It's about Jubilex? I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
think like, do we have like records of anything that matches up with what she's saying? Like,
look,
can
if you want to take a rubbing, I don't care, but we really need to get the fuck out of here as
I
fast
don't
as
think we have time for him to do a rubbing.
Oh yeah, I want to do a
Not
rubbing.
that
Oh.
of rubbing. Remember, there's another kind, the one where you take that. I'm gonna actually explain like, hey, where you take a piece of paper and you.
Yeah.
Dan, you
Why
can.
would
It's the
you
same
do
motion. It's just flat.
You can take a rubbing if
instead
you were
of-
given a couple of, if you were given, something like 60 seconds to pull off. You've done rubbings before. It was something they taught you to do at PAM.
Yep. Of course
For
it
the
was.
record, is Paulson's Academy of Magic.
You fuck Pilsons. But hey, you find lost arcane lore. You
Yes.
collect it. and then turn it into a thesis that makes you lots of money.
Not when it's laughing at me. Let's go.
All right. So Dan,
Don't.
Dan, is there an academia or academic skill?
Investigation or Arcana, I would guess.
All right, I'll give you
Or
a dexterity plus dexterity with your modifiers for Arcana, and while you're making that roll to take the rubbing, rubbing,
I hear it.
rubbing. Who wants to man the guns for the top of the hour break?
I gotta pee.